Okay, parallel and perpendicular part two. We're gonna keep going with the flow. Let's make sure that we got this. Yesterday you did point slope and slope intercept form. Today standard form, the ax plus by equals c. Don't forget what parallel and perpendicular means. Let's go over that real quick. Real quick definition, or not definition, but just a statement. This is the same slope. Saw a good amount of people doing good on the quiz. What happens with that slope example? 2 over, no, let's use a different one since I did that one yesterday. 7 over 8 still will be 7 over 8. Don't forget, if it's just a whole number, just in case it's a whole number. So you want to do, let's say if it's a 3, don't forget to put a 1 under it. Still will be 3 over 1, or just 3, because 3 divided by 1 is 3. Perpendicular, don't forget it's a negative reciprocal. You need to flip and change sign. That's called negative reciprocal. And here, if the slope is, for example, 5 over 4, this will change into a negative 4 over 5. You flip those numbers, you flip the denominator and the numerator, and change the signs. Same thing for a whole number. Let's say if it's, let's do 9. Let's do negative 9. Negative 9, don't forget, put a 1 under it. Changes, flip the denominator and the numerator, so now it's 1 over 9. This was negative. It all turns to positive. Quick refresher, just like last time. Some examples. Oh, before we get to the examples, define the slope and determine whether the equations are parallel, perpendicular, or neither, just like yesterday. But you need to remember, we need to convert, identify the slope, and then compare. The big thing here is to convert. Before we did that little relaxation, not relaxation, but makeup work, which I'm very happy a lot of us did makeup work. Failures reduced from 100 kids to about 40, so that's pretty good. Before we left for that little makeup week, we were doing converting, so let's make sure we remember how to convert. Quick example, write this down or put this in your example thing. Let's do 4x plus 2y equals 10. Not too bad. Border, that's what we start with. Moving the x first, so let's remember we move x and then divide by y. So we're moving this x over, moving it over becomes a negative 4x. Bring everything down, that's a positive 2y. That's a plus 10 because it's positive. And then we divide by the y. Divide the number that's in front of the y, which is 2. 2, 2. 2 divided by 2 is going to cancel out because that gives me 1. So I have my y equals, which is what I like. Calculator, if you need help, negative 4 divided by 2 gives me a negative 2x. 10 divided by 2 gives me a positive 5. So from this equation, I'm going to write it back up here. Y equals negative 2x plus 5. Tell me who the slope is. Slope is right here, that negative 2. And then you're going to do that for the second equation and then compare the slopes to see if it's parallel or perpendicular. Very good stuff. It's going to be a lot of work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my two examples. and then I'll make another video with your examples. Okay? Do my examples on the left, then we worry about you guys on the second video. Okay. So I'm going to do this one in blue and this one in red. Okay. Doing the blue. 3x plus 2y equals 5. Border. Moving the x. 3x the other side is negative 3x. Bring down the plus 5. Bring down the plus. Oops. We don't bring down the plus. We just bring down the 2. The 2y. And then we divide by the y. Divide, divide, divide. The number in front of the y, which is 2, 2, 2. 2 divided by 2 cancels. So I got y equals negative 3 divided by 2. That's not reducible. That cannot be divided by each other. You'll get a decimal. So keep it like that. So negative 3 over 2x. Same situation over here. So it stays plus 5 over 2. It's okay to have the fraction at the end. We'll talk about that later. But first, who's my slope? Y equals negative 3 over 2x plus 5 over 2. Slope is my m, which is in front of the x, which is 3 over 2. Okay, we found my first slope. Second equation. If I'm going too fast, don't forget to rewind and rewatch it. I don't want to go super slow right now because we have a lot of equations. Okay, we got 3y plus 2x equals negative 3. Curveball. Make sure we move the correct x. It's not going to be 3 because 3 has a y, so we're making sure we move the correct number. Moving the 2 instead, so that's negative 2x. Bring down that minus 3, that negative 3. Bringing down the 3y. And then we divide, divide, divide by the number in front of y, which is 3, 3, 3, 3. 3 divided by 3 cancels, so we got my y equals. Negative 2 divided by 3 is not reducible, so we got negative 2 over 3x. Negative 3 divided by 3 is a positive 1. And then from right here, y equals negative 2 over 3x plus 1. Which one is my slope? In front of my x. And then we compare. Is negative 3 over 2 and negative 2 over 3 the same? No, it's not parallel. So let's do this one. Let's do the perpendicular situation to see if maybe it's perpendicular. Negative 3 over 2. Perpendicular says to flip the denominator and the numerator. 2 over 3. Change the sign from negative to positive. So is this the same as this? Still no, because this is positive and this is negative. So this problem is neither. Sir, we did all that work just to say it's neither. Yes, you have to do all of it. Trust me, once you figure out how to convert, you're going to have no issue in next semester systems of equations. So get used to converting. It is a good amount of work, but it's fun.